You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
Good morning. I'm starting this off by professing my desire. Good morning. That's what I profess. I profess that today's a good morning. And with this being a good morning, I wanted to just have a real conversation. And a real conversation today is going to consist of real thoughts, things that I'm sure many of us have experienced at various times in various situations, because as people we deal and interact with people all the time, which means we can't avoid the aspect of people's emotions. We can't not pretend that there are times when things don't align. But what we can acknowledge and understand is that in the midst of any of those situations, you can maintain a level of respect for yourself even when the disrespect comes. I'll say that again. You can maintain your self-respect. Well, let me clarify it. You can completely maintain your self-respect in the face of moments when people are giving disrespect. Sometimes not responding is a response. Sometimes walking forward when everyone is pushing you back is a level of you maintaining your respect when the disrespect comes. Guys, let's have a real conversation. You know what time it is. It's Monday. It's time for Sonny's Monday Motivation. Let's go.
Blue Line Enterprises, located at 1455 North State Street in Hemet, is the go-to used car and truck dealership, providing you with a great car buying experience, offering high-quality pre-owned vehicles. From the moment you walk through the door, commitment is provided to you for a great buying experience with a skilled sales staff, great financing options. We'll help you get the vehicle you want at the great price you deserve. Contact us at 951-293-3105 and feel free to find us online at BlueLineEnterprisesLLC.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Lemke from the Hemet San Jacinto Valley Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here to invite you to learn more about the Chamber. We have networks ongoing, so you can join us at a breakfast at J&M Restaurant at 9 a.m. every Wednesday. Breakfast is on you, networking is on us. And then we have Women in Business, we have the Multicultural Network, and we have the Valley Nonprofit Network. And then we also have our monthly mixer. Any one of those things, you can be my guest. Give me a call at the office for more information or just tell me you're coming. 951-658-3211, or you can check us out on the website, hsjvc.com. That's like Hemet San Jacinto Valley Chamber.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day, and don't forget to join the Chamber and help your business grow.
Hey girl, come stop by Double Meek Dub, located off of 211 North State Street in Hemet, California, 92543. We offer eyelash extensions, brow waxing, brow lamination, ombre powder brows, as well as 2-day lash courses, so come get meeked up.
You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
There are times when you just straight out have to psych yourself out. I'm just going to tell you right now, because as you are encountering people in different scenarios, there are going to be instances and times when you may not see eye to eye, you may not be on the same wavelength, you may, they say you may agree to disagree. no matter the area of whatever that falls under, it means that there may be some resistance or conflict. And as people living in a world of social norms, is going to happen. You're going to have times when there's conflict and you have to confront things, or there may be a time when you have to substantiate your grounds with something because of what is going on in the midst of things. But that does not mean that you have to cower down or give in to something that you may not agree with in your own position. And even in those midst of those kind of situations, there are times when people will outright try to disrespect you with intention, on purpose, in your face. And I think as I'm coming into my wiser years, I'm not going to just say age factor, because I've come to know that age does not equate wisdom. You would think it would, but that's not always the case. You have some people that may be 15, 20 years your senior, and they're more inappropriate and childish, or, just ignorant to things that you may very much have gotten past, moved on, experienced, and learned from. But that does not mean that everyone is at the same grade length. We're not. We're just not at the same starting line, and we're definitely not at the same finish line. So what does that mean for you when it comes to keeping and maintaining your self-respect when the disrespect comes? It means that there are times you might have to acknowledge the fact and make the other party aware that, I clearly can see you're attempting to derail me, disrespect me, challenge me, poke the bear, as they say, but that does not mean that I have to participate in the same equivalency of how you're bringing it to me. And guys, I'm telling you, it's amazing when you get to a point in your life where you recognize that not everything deserves your attention. Not everything deserves a vocal response. Sometimes it doesn't even, it shouldn't even hold mental space. And I think for me, I've learned to evaluate things as they have come at me and not be so quick to respond or to say certain things. I think I've really have learned to allow things to kind of simmer. And in that simmering, it has allowed me to probably to make better decisions and not just becoming a reactive person. And because of that, I think that now more than ever, I've become a lot more sensitive to people's behaviors. The human behavior is something that's pretty mysterious because there's never a one-way bridge of any type of action. The FBI and law enforcement learned many years ago that combating crime or dealing with profiling people, it required the study of human behavior. And it that along with technology and utilizing the ability of genetics and things of that nature, genetic testing, and it's a long laundry list. I'm not by any means a full crime buff where I can give you the total synthesis of every aspect. But I do know that we've gotten to a point now where you have to up the ante when it comes to evaluating and measuring and studying and making the ability clear, providing that clarity of direction when it comes to decisions or making conclusions. It just has to have enough substance in order for you to be able to properly evaluate your suspect. So just imagine this. even in relationships of interaction with people, people's behaviors are going to require you to have to study or respond or to take notice. And if you're not doing that, you live long enough, interact with people long enough, do enough things to engage others, and you'll start to see what I'm talking about. Or maybe you're already aware of it, but you're not at that point of arriving to that level of maturity towards conflict. I don't think there's a better word to describe it. But what I will tell you this, guys, is that in the midst of your life, as you're channeling different levels of achievement or just desires, just the fact that you desire more for yourself and you want to draw more for yourself, you are going to draw some energies from all walks of life, people, places, and things that you may have at one time have had silence with, or good energy with, and then something shifts. That's because people shift, people grow, they tend to explore what suits them, and that's the natural element of things. People will do what they feel is best for themselves, even a baby, right? So in that, how do you handle the aspect of things that may not necessarily come at you with the utmost sincerity, or it can be just as trivial as the circumstances that you're dealing with, or it could be light, it could be approachable, but you might not agree. And I've come to know that people will sometimes use different things to get at you, different methods, different approaches, and stuff like that. And now that we're living in a world where society has a social norm of electronic interaction, it can come in the form of cyberbullying. It can come in the form of text messages, phone calls, emails, mail, regular physical mail, the public. It can be ensued from influence, right? Unfortunately, we are at a tender age of communication that is probably at its highest level. Recently, Instagram, Facebook, Meta, wherever you want to go with it, has launched this new social media thread, social media platform, Threads, right? And it is a clear response and competitor in all hindsight of Twitter. And unless you've been under the rock, you already know Twitter has been a shit show for months since Elon Musk has taken over and has had quite a few layoffs. People have quit that were a part of this industrialist opportunity called Twitter, 140 stroke character platform. And in that disruption of change of leadership, Elon's way, right? His take and attitude, his desires, whatever it is he wanted to inflict on his system, he has done so. And in the midst of that, what has happened? Complete uproar, complete disruption, layoffs, angered employees, users have left the platform. A lot of people have maybe boycotted the aspect of the usage of it. It's like a drama soap opera played out on social media. Well, of course, there's this opportunity that Meta sees in regards to reviving this social media platform called Threads. Initially, some years ago, it was launched and it wasn't doing what it was set out to do. So I believe in 2021, there was discussion about just scratching it and dropping it. And, at this point, they did not see what they wanted to see in response to user count and user popularity. But then something like Elon Musk taking over Twitter happens, and it disrupts the whole landscape. And quite a few of these engineers and software and IT people that were there made that. Now listen, I'm not going to put words in anybody's mouth, because I'm sure it's a combination of a couple of things. One, people may have made their own decision to come and apply and work towards something different, hence the competitor in Threads. And also probably knowing the world of what you're living in right now is Zuckerberg probably made sure to go after those who were talented people that worked in that platform. So without going into all the politics, is I don't know if there were any non-compete clauses or severances or anything like that pertaining to any of those aspects established, put forth, ignored, acknowledged, challenged. I don't know. But I think as the public, we are made aware now that Twitter is now coming back and saying, okay, Meta, you have violated and brought a lot of our talent over, and now Threads has what? Been revitalized, been relaunched, and within hours, millions and millions of users have climbed onto the platform. And that in itself says a lot. And you can only imagine the conflict, the festivity that lives in the Twitter side of things, and it's going to play out in the public court, not only in the court system, but the public court. The level of influence that these platforms have is inevitable. We're going to see, we're going to partake, and I'm sure Mr. Elon Musk felt the level of disrespect from this whole situation happening, playing out. And now I'm sure he's standing on the grounds of challenging probably the last year of his actions and those people who have made decisions for themselves. So, guys, when I tell you, if multi-billion-dollar companies could go at each other and have moments like this, where does that leave the average human person? Nobody's safe from human interaction, unless, of course, you're AI. And I'm sure even an AI bot could argue with you and confront you if needed to be. That's probably scary, but I just want to acknowledge the fact that I know today is Monday, and I know that some people probably left work Friday and may have left work on good terms, not so good terms, facing scrutiny, maybe dealing with conflict, and they had to get back up on Monday and face the music of whatever that weekend came about. There may be somebody that went to bed last night angry or in a not so good place and woke up to something different, or created a whole situation to improve maybe the way their Friday or their Sunday discontinued. At the end of the day, guys, we are the engineers of our life, and we have to take hold of whatever we feel necessary to engage in this world. And I'm not saying to do something foul or to be foul or to be crazy. I'm not saying any of that. But recognize your own respect, your self-respect, your own terms of things, and at times measure what that means for you when you deal and facing with adversity, or facing a challenge, or facing someone who's opposing you, or maybe trying to make things hard for you. A lot of times it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's their own level of lack or anger or displaced anger. It could be a number of things. But in the midst of it, I just want you to remember to, work from your own scope of understanding about yourself. because there are times when people will have you feeling like you're questioning yourself, question your own judgment, question your own abilities, because they want to manipulate the situation, or they want to impose what they feel is necessary for you to see, feel, or think. And recognize that it's okay to not always agree, as well as to recognize that sometimes it's not for you to fight in the same direction or the same way, but to stand in your own strength and your own understanding. You guys make today count. Have a good Monday. Los Mariatos Seafood and Entertainment is a 13,000 square foot of restaurant and colorful entertainment space located at 2241 West Esplanade in the heart of San Jacinto, California. Los Mariatos is a must-see restaurant specializing in the best of Mexico cuisine with its flavors, aromas, colors, traditions, and bright wall display and art. Stop in 7 days a week and enjoy fresh and tasty seafood made to order that's quickly prepared for you to have a fantastic dining experience. Stay after dinner and wind down with a variety of entertainment, live music, DJs, and more. Connect and follow on Facebook, Instagram, or call for reservations at 951-654-8558.
Cynthia Sweet Treats, located at 1259 South State Street in Hemet. We are located in the Diamond Valley Shopping Center. Come in and enjoy some puff pastries, custom cakes, cupcakes, mini desserts, handmade pastries, fresh breads, cookies, and event catering. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8:30 to 3 p.m., and Sundays we are closed. If you have any questions, go ahead and call the store, which is 951-282-3237. You can also find our website at cynthiasweettreats.co.
Fast hauling, junk removal, and demolition is serving the Hemet, San Jacinto, and Temecula Valley areas, providing affordable junk and bulk pickup services. Whether you're in need of home or business pickup, fast hauling and demolition is available 7 days a week at 951-378-2727. In need of a fast demolition? Looking to build or remodel? Fast demolition is available to tear down and rebuild your kitchen, patio, bathroom, floors, walls, ceilings, and more. Fast hauling and demolition also provides front and backyard services if you're in need of trim of small palm trees, yard removal of debris, and more. Contact them at 951-378-2727.